Johnny Boy?
Yep.
Didn't you used to be a professional fighter?
I did one time ago, yeah.
A few years ago, don't it? It must feel like that. It was 6 months ago.
Yeah, 6 months ago, yeah. It's a long time, isn't it?
You're unfortunate because we should have got you out. I think it was in November, wasn't it?
27th, yeah.
Yeah, but it all fell through.
Devastated, yeah. Putting all that hard work in. Obviously months of training, getting up in the morning, doing the rounds, going to work, coming back, going to the gym, getting home at 10:30 at night, 11 o'clock at night for... It's not for nothing, it's good prep for the future, like, but I mean, fight-wise,
there's always going to be these type of disappointments in the boxing.
100%.
So I suppose early on in your career, it's less disappointing than perhaps later on in the career when there's serious money on the line and maybe a title. So, you know, if I'd rather have my bad luck early on than late on.
Yeah, I'm not the first one for it to happen to. I'm not the last, probably, am I?
No, mate, no.
So, yeah.
But a good performance on your debut, which was back in September. Was it Jake Bray, was it?
Yeah, it was his debut as well at the time.
Yeah, it was. I remember speaking to him. It was, which made for a great fight.
Yeah.
And I think, if I remember rightly, I think Steve Wood, your manager, commentated on the fight, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
And he really enjoyed it, didn't he? He said, these are... And listen, I've always said, you know, you've got this great entertaining style.
Yeah.
Do you think it's actually benefited you having this little bit of a break? Because... You know, I think you had about 25 amateur fights, didn't you? But you know, pro is different to being an amateur. Do you think it gave time for everything to settle in, everything that you learned? Do you think when you stepped through the ropes on March the 12th back at Bolton, where you made your debut, do you think we're going to see a totally different Johnnyboy Kiely?
Oh, most definitely. I mean, when I had my debut, obviously with COVID and everything, it was 2 years since I boxed previous before that. So when I got in, it was all nervous energy and just getting in there and wanting to get the job done. You know, I wouldn't say desperate, but you know, over eager at times. So this extra training, as I said, that camp wasn't a total loss for the last fight because it's made me learn, got more sparring, and me and Ian had more time to, you know, get the way Ian to get the way he wanted me to be.
Well, just watch you there, and you were just doing a little bit of shadow boxing with Kane, your stable mate, and you were talking about just learning to take a breather, because you don't normally take
a breather, no.
You know, you are one of those, you know, you get in there and it's action packed from the first bell to the last bell.
No steps back.
But you are learning to be a little bit more educated with that pressure that you've got.
The ring IQ sort of thing, taking that step back and seeing what I need to do, you know, and doing it at the right moment, really, yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Is that give you time to work on that? You know, now you've experienced what it's like to be in a pro. Because it's a bit like being a fighter. Your little daughter was in here today, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Who needs to take care when you've got a boxing gym?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, all the family.
but it's like when people say to you, "Oh, you don't understand until you become a parent," and you think, "What's he going on about?" But it's true. You know, being a parent changes you mentally totally changes you.
Changed me. Yeah.
Having that first pro fight mentally changes you, doesn't it? So are you excited to see what you're going to deliver on the 12th? Most
definitely, yeah. I mean, it's going to be like another fresh me. As I said, I've had a good time period of learning. I just can't wait. I can't wait now. That falling through in November has made me more excited to get back in again. Yeah, because I had that.
And what would you love to happen in 2022 though? Would you like to try and get out 4 times or something this year, you know, and
hopefully, you know,
get yourself to 5-0 by the end of 2022?
Most definitely. I mean, I'd like to be out as much as obviously Steve can possibly get me out and I can possibly get out. Because I'm 25 now, I'm not getting any younger, so just going to keep going and hopefully.
Yeah, but I mean, Kane's 27. I think, you know, realistically, we look at your prime as being around about certainly for a light middleweight anyway, around about 27, 28. When you're just beginning, you know, the start of your prime. So realistically, if we have a good year this year and we get you, like say, to 4-5-0, by the end of next year, that's when you might be able to look at those central area titles.
Pushing up, yeah, hopefully. Time will tell on obviously the future, but I'm just going to keep working away, hopefully keep winning and do the best I can.
Like I say, I've always enjoyed watching your debut. I'm excited to watch your next fight because I do believe you're going to bring a lot more, and got quite a bit on your debut.
Yeah, did you?
so, and again, like I say, that was a brilliant fight because he was making his debut. So you know, there was no hiding from him. He was coming, he was bringing it to you, you were returning it to him, and it made.
I think I needed that bit of a tough one to come forward at me sometimes to remind me what it's like to be in the fight.
Actually, we've not even spoken about it because we actually have an opponent. We're 3 weeks out, are we now?
Yeah, we're 3 weeks to Saturday,
Yeah, and we actually have an opponent. We've got Dale Arrowsmith, who actually has been fighting quite regular on our shows, you know,
last year,
back in the last year. And I think a kid that you've been doing a bit of sparring with, he fought both of them, Reese Woods and Casey Brown. He fought both of them. And in fact, also on one of our shows, he got a win over a kid making his debut called Luke Vaughan. So a dangerous man.
Dangerous, yeah. I mean, his experience is you can't get any better learning wise, can you? I mean, he's been in there a hell of a lot of time. He's been in there a hell of a lot of times.
The good thing about Dale is, after the fight, you're going to come out a better fighter with it.
100%.
You know, this is his 59th fight, I think, when he stepped in with you. It might be one more because I think he's lined up for another fight before you. Getting very durable now. You know what I mean? Very rarely gets stopped.
Very experienced, isn't it?
And also, don't get wound up by his corner because it's his brother in the corner. And some of the random statements he shouts out in that corner, brilliant. I think that was one of the main contributing factors to getting his win over Luke Vaughan because Luke was getting wound up like I don't know what by.
I met his brother a couple of times.
It's brilliant.
I've done the amateur coaching course with his brother. Like we was on the same course. I don't know. I can't remember if it's level 1 or level 2, but I've done it with him. At one stage. Nice guy,
real characters. So listen, I'm excited for it. Like I say, it's a good thing about Dale. He's one of those great learning fights. He's a guy who comes there and he'll test, ask a few questions. Hopefully you'll find the answers for him.
That's right.
And then on the 12th, I'll be saying 2-0.
2-0, hopefully so.
Johnny boy, you take care.
Thank you, Lee. See you soon. Bye bye.